Hello, Tim from Fair Play now on the 3rd of June 2023, and second video from me today, and at the second day of the Better Way conference here in Bath. And I basically spent the whole day going around interviewing lots and lots and lots of people, some well-known names, some not so well-known names, but equally valid in the opinions and thoughts they had to share. And I'm going to have so many great videos to share with you in the coming days once I get home and get them all sorted out and uploaded. So you're gonna have to watch this space, but I did have a few thoughts. I went into the auditorium just for a little while, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and pretty much as soon as I went in the morning, there was a guy speaking. I don't know what his name is. He was the guy who was speaking around about 11 o'clock this morning, Saturday morning. And he came out with something that really resonated with me. He said, one thing that the powers that shouldn't be are terrified of is that we get hold of their technology and start using it for ourselves. And he seems to think they are really scared of that, and was putting out a call to action. And he was talking more about AI, and calling out to AI engineers who are on our side to start building things and using the technology for our ends. But I've had this thought myself for quite some time, because there's people in the freedom movement who I know there's quite a few people who don't like smartphones and technology, etc. But I think that it's using their tech against them. Yes, there is dangers, you can be tracked and all of that kind of thing, but we are, by picking up a smartphone, shooting videos, and then using platforms like YouTube, we are using their technology in ways that they perhaps don't like, but we are doing it. And I really like the thought of that. So a very interesting thought, triggered by what the guy who I quickly saw this morning was saying. So very interesting indeed. So I interviewed quite a few people, like I said, and this is quite a coup actually. I can't believe this happened. I was standing by the entranceway to the venue, kind of the bit where you check in basically, and there wasn't many people coming in at the time, but one guy who did come in was a certain MP, I'm sure you can't guess who it is, because there's so many of them speaking out. But his name starts with AB, so I'm sure you know his name. But I kind of accosted him as he came in and said, would you spare me 5 minutes for an interview? And he very graciously said, yes, I will. And he said, give me a few minutes to sort myself out. But I didn't actually see him for about an hour or so, hour and a half. I don't know where he went, but I was sort of milling around myself anyway. But he actually came up to me while we were walking by, and then he pointed to me and go, oh, I'll do your interview with you now. So that kind of proves to me, or shows to me, that he is a genuine bloke, because he could have just swanned off and not bothered with me at all, but he made an effort to come up to me and say he was ready. So got him down into a fairly quiet bit of the place and had 5 minutes. So I'm going to put a snippet of the video. I'm going to do the full video in a few days' time, but I'll put a snippet to it now, so carry on watching. And it's really, he was saying, although the MPs aren't speaking out at all and don't seem to know what's occurring, they do, don't they? But they don't seem to, as far as they're concerned. But he was saying, this is quite surprising, apparently there's 4,000 people who work in the Houses of Parliament, all the cleaning staff and the cooks and admin staff, etc. and Andrew Bridgen was saying that all of those they know there is something going on, something afoot, and I thought that was very telling and very interesting. So I'll let you carry on watching. I'm just going to put a snippet about a minute of where he was saying that. So carry on watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with what happens on the third day of this conference. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.
So why do you think there are so few people taking a stand like you? So many.
Because
so
we're taking on the most powerful vested interest in the world, with all the risks that entails. I think some of my colleagues, a lot of my colleagues know. I mean, it's also a very strange situation in Parliament, because there are about 4,000 real people in Parliament who aren't MPs or members of the House of Lords. They're the clerks, the cooks, the cleaners, the security guards, and the vast majority of those people know.